Hi friends, welcome to my channel. So this is second video in Veeam Backup and Replication Advanced Training. So in last video we have learned about Veeam Backup and Replication. So what is Veeam Backup and Replication and what all things which we can do by using the Veeam Backup and Replication. Also we have verified the licensing type which is provided by Veeam for the Veeam Backup and Replication. So in this second video I am going to focus on installation of Veeam Backup and Replication. So you can see this is a simple installation page when we run the setup from the ISO, which is you can download from the Veeam. So let's see how you can get the Veeam Backup and Replication ISO. So if you go to the internet and Google, you can simply type Veeam Backup and Replication. You will get the link, and if you go here you can see download free trial. So here you can see the new Veeam Backup and Replication 5.9.5 part of Veeam availability suite. So you can see this video also, which is going to explain you what all Veeam is going to do for your organization, and you can start trial from here. No feature limitation for 30 days. So you can get the 30 days trial version from here, and if you go scroll down you will see all the features which Veeam is going to provide. Also we have here, if you scroll down, we have here product videos, and you can request for demo, and you can also watch the recorded demos. And we have a free download. You can go and download the video, and you have also how to buy. So licensing is going to provide by one of the service license provider or the reseller from the Veeam. So this is all. If I go here and click on download a trial, and then it will redirect you to the sign in page. If you don't have the Veeam account, you can simply go and create one new Veeam account. So by putting your information detail here, so here you can see I have already downloaded the Veeam ISO image. Here you can see, and also I have downloaded the license file from the for the Hyper-V and Veeam. When you request a 30 days trial, it's going to give you the trial key, and then you can request for the trial key for like Hyper-V or VMware, whatever infrastructure you want to back up by using the Veeam Backup and Replication. So I recommend you to go here and download the Veeam software and do the testing and do all the demonstration with me, and you can get it's like easy to learn Veeam step by step if you follow my videos. So let's start now. So we have a ISO, we have a license key, everything in place, so we can start and send. So this is the setup which we are going to run and during the installation of Veeam Backup and Replication. So before running the setup, I want to discuss some prerequisites and software and hardware based requirement for the Veeam Backup and Replication to install. So you can see installation requirement for Veeam Backup and Replication 9.5. So you can have a CPU or 32-bit CPU or 64-bit CPU. So minimum memory which is recommended by Veeam is 4 gig and 500 MB for each concurrent job. Like if you want to run 4 concurrent jobs, then you need 2 gig of RAM additional, memory additional. So this is how we recommend the memory. And if you talk about hard drive, 2 GB for Veeam Backup and Replication installation, and you need a 4.5 gig for Microsoft .NET framework and 4.5.2 installation. So it's going to be around, if you don't if you have not installed framework .NET framework, you require nearly by 7 gig of hard drive space in your C drive. And here we have a 10 gig 10 GB per 100 VM for system catalog folder, guest file system catalog folder. So during the installation you can define this space in either D drive or any other drive if you need. So 10 GB for per 100 virtual machine for system catalog folder. So you can see here operating system, which is on which you can install the Veeam Backup and Replication. You can install on Windows 7 Series Pack 1, Windows 8 and Windows 10. Also you can install on Windows Server 2008 Series Pack 2 or Windows Server 2008 R2 Series Pack 1 or Server 2012 R2 or either Windows Server 2016. And when you are going to run the Veeam backup and replication installation, the setup is automatically going to install free prerequisites, which is Microsoft.NET 4.5.2 and Microsoft Windows Installer 4.5, and SQL management, SQL Server Management Object, and SQL Server System CLR type, and Microsoft Visual Basic C++ 2010 Series Pack 1. So this is automatically going to be taken care by Veeam replication, a backup and replication setup. So we'll see how it's going to install. And you need a SQL database. Either you can use the existing one if you have, and you existing SQL Server running in your production environment. So you can use either the existing one or like of by default Microsoft SQL Server 2012, which is to SQL Server 2012 Service Pack 3 Express Edition is included in this setup, which is in Veeam Backup and Replication 9.5. So this is included by SQL Server 2012 Service Pack 3. So if you are planning to install a Veeam, so if you don't have SQL Server running up and running, a Veeam Backup is automatically going to install. Either you can use the existing backup SQL Server. So also you can see both full and Express Edition are supported by for the SQL database for the Veeam Backup and Replication. So next, so you can see Veeam Backup and Replication permission requirements. So the first thing which is coming here is a system setup account. So the setup by which the account by which you are going to run the setup on the Veeam Backup and Replication server, you must have a local administrator right on that server. And also you can see also you need a Veeam backup service account. Veeam backup service account must be a local system account or must have a local administrator permission on the backup server. So what we are going to do, we are going to create one service account, and then we are going to give that a local administrator access. So we'll do this before running the setup. So last one is target and source host permission. So local administrator rights you need on each Hyper-V host, or you require a root or equivalent permission on Linux backup repository, or write permission on a target share folder where if you want to add any network share and backup repository. So this is Veeam Backup and Replication 9.5 program features. So by default Veeam is going to install three features on front end, which is backup and replication, Veeam Backup and Replication, Veeam Backup Catalog, which is going to store your VM guest OS indexing data, and Veeam Backup and Replication Console. So these three things which Veeam is going to install on a front end. But Veeam is also going to install few other things and background, which is below component, like Veeam Explorer for Active Directory, Exchange, Oracle, Microsoft SQL, and Microsoft SharePoint, and Veeam Backup PowerShell snapping. So here is the setup, lab setup, which we are going to use in this demo. So we have two virtual machines. The first virtual machine is Winterk12 DC01, which is running Windows Server 2012 R2, and this is holding my Active Directory and DNS role. And my domain name is victorinfosol.com. So let's verify this first. So this is my Active Directory server. You can see Active Directory and DNS role is running on this machine. And if I go to local server, you can see my domain name and my full computer name. So this is my domain controller basically. And second machine which we have is Winterk12 Veeam. So this is running on Windows Server 2012 R2 also. And on this machine we are going to install Veeam Backup and Replication Server, and this machine is joining my victorinfosol.com domain, and it's having 16 gig of RAM. So here's this machine. You can see this machine is joining my domain and having static IP address. Also, if I go to see my this computer, you can see it's having 100 gig for C drive and 501 GB for Veeam backup, which we are going to add in backup repository later on. So this is my Veeam server. So now I'm going to run the installation step by step. So before we install, we have completed this prerequisite installation requirement, so we have everything in place. So next task, we need to set up an account. So I'm going to create one service account in my Active Directory. So this is my Active Directory server. Under the Active Directory server, India users, I'm going to create one user called SVC Veeam. This is a service account basically, and I'm going to set the password for this account. I'm going to set never expire and user can't change password. So this is my service account. So now I have to give this service account permission as a local administrator on the machine. So I'm going on my Veeam server and computer management, and from there I'm going to local users and groups. Under the groups, I'm going to add this user account here, which is SVC Veeam. I'm going to add as a local administrator. So this account is now administrator of this computer, so we can log off from this account and we can log in with the SVC Veeam. So let's do this. So SVC Veeam, and password for this account I'm going to type. So this is good, and now we can go to the download folder and run the download. So it was an administrator before, so I need to go there, and I'm going to copy this folder, everything from here, and paste in SVC download. So good, now we can go here and we can double click on ISO. So the ISO is going to mount here. So now you can see ISO is mount, and I'm going to run the setup.exe. Yes, I want to run. So here you can see Veeam Backup and Replication 9.5 update 3.3a. So I'm going to click on install Veeam and Replication. So license agreement, so I'm going to accept my license agreement. Click next, and here we have a provide license for Veeam Backup and Replication. So if you have a license, you can assign the license right now if you have already a license. If you don't have, just click on next. Software will operate in a free edition mode. So for now I'm going to install in free edition mode, and later on we'll see how to add the licensing and how we can use this. So click next, and now as I told you before, if you go here, it's going to install a three features by default. So Veeam Backup and Replication, Veeam Backup Catalog, and this thing. So everything is looking good here, so we can click on next. So you can see it's missing few software, few prerequisites which was mentioned here. So it's going to automatically install all the features, so I just need to click on install. So you can see enabling missing feature, please wait. So it's going to install everything, and then we can proceed for the next. So it's going to take some few seconds, so we need to wait for it. So now you can see everything is installed and passed, so we can click on next. So you can see here, this is the default setting for the Veeam. So you can see the SQL Server, and it's going to install SQL Server. So this is the default setting. If you want to change it, you can always select let me specify the different setting and click next. So what you can do here, you can specify the local system account recommended, the following system account. So I'm going to use this Active Directory account as my um, service account. So I have selected that and click next. And then we have SQL Server instance. So install a new SQL Server, and if you have existing, you can select existing. So I want to go with the install new. So it's going to the instance, it's going to be Veeam SQL 2012. So click next. And here there's port number, catalog service port, Veeam backup service port, and the secure connection port. So leave the default and click next. Here you can see the default path for guest file system catalog. So I'm going to change this to my C drive because I don't want to put in my D drive. So I'm going to create here and make one folder called VBR catalog, and okay, so the path is changed to C drive, and click next. And then it's going to verify everything. So now everything is looking good. So we can service account, you can see we have changed the guest catalog folder path, and click on next. So now you can see it's installing the SQL Server 2012 Service Pack 3, which I have mentioned earlier. So it's by default going to install Microsoft SQL Server 2012 Service Pack 3 Express Edition. So so this installation is going to take some time. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to pause the recording for here, and once the installation is done, I will resume from there. So pausing the recording for now. So now you can see Veeam Backup and Replication setup install succeeded, and you can close this. And you can see I also install Veeam Backup and Replication console, so we can cancel this. And now we have a icon on desktop which is Veeam Backup and Replication console, so I can double click it, and yes, I want to run the setup. And here you can put the local host, and it's going to use the Windows session credential. So this account is having admin rights on my Veeam Backup and Replication. So click on connect. So it's loading now. Okay, so it's giving you component update. So you can click on apply. So it's going to apply available update. So installing package for vPower NFS. So upgrade is completed. You can click on finish. So now you can see we have a Veeam console here, and you can see if you don't, as we have not installed the license during the installation, we can go and get the license from here also. So in the next video we are going to focus on post installation tasks. So this is all about the installation of Veeam Backup and Replication. So thank you for watching, and please subscribe me for more videos, and thank you once again. Bye bye.